On spring break, we went to Miami Beach, South Beach in particular. Normal Miami Beach spring break are young people partying, a lot of alcohol, a lot of nudity, not nudity, but you know, half-naked people, a lot of boat parties, a lot of drugs, just a lot of fucking partying is South Beach. People go there to party. Welcome to Spring Break 2022. The only thing that's breaking here is my soul, my patience. We own a townhouse, the Barbie Townhouse in South Beach, and we go there most weekends. Normally spring break I would travel, but it was also Passover and I wanted to see my family. So we decided to go there for spring break, me and the roommates.
You should get me some strawberries.
Oh,
Get out of that chair and get me some strawberries. Because you're the housewife around here. Let me walk on top. Sure, 5 minutes.
Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am an average rich housewife. An average rich housewife is a housewife, obviously, but we're average rich. We're not quite as wealthy as J-Lo and Jay-Z, but not quite living in the boroughs. I'm gonna let you into my world. The friends, the chaos.
Can I have a really dirty Grey Goose martini?
The restaurants, the fashion, all of it. You are going to see the inside world of an actual Manhattan housewife. On spring break, I call it no break spring break. The roommates did a lot. Oh my God, we did an activity a day. We went to this like lake place in Delray where they bounced on those things in the water. We went to parks, we went to amusement parks, we went to the beach, although the waves were really high, and I'm one of these crazy moms that are like, if the wave's too high, nobody's going in the water. We ate too much candy, we met with so many friends, we had too much screen time, we did tons of activities every day to the point that there was literally no break on spring break for me.
Max, what are you drinking?
Strawberry daiquiri with extra Coca-Cola in it.
Hey Maxie, how you doing, my diva?
How was Passover?
So Passover is complicated. I have really different types of family. One of my sisters is super religious. My brother kind of falls in the middle, but it's really complicated because they eat it very late at like 10 o'clock and like they're so religious and there's so many formalities, and we're not that religious in the formal sense. We're more of a traditional religious, and so it gets complicated because you want to spend the holidays with your family, but it doesn't work for your schedule. Like, I don't know where the line comes in where like, I'm sorry, but your Judaism doesn't fit into my schedule. Does anybody know what this song is about? You guys don't even know what this song is for my Caucasians? So, the sugar daddy blessed us with his presence for 3 days, the Seders of Passover. He came Friday and left Sunday because, you know, he only makes like a montage appearance. He lets you know he's there, he leaves his essence, and then he goes.
Why didn't he stay?
Somebody has to pay for my life. The sugar daddy couldn't stay because he had to go to work. And this whole work from home thing doesn't work when you're running a giant company. I mean, like, you can't work from home and expect people to work. I guess it works for some companies, but for ours it doesn't. And let's be clear, I don't want him to work from home because then he's gonna be home. When I'm home, I'm a housewife. This is my office. I don't want him in my office. He needs to go to his own office. Even when traveling, he can come for a little while, but somebody has to go to work, pay for all of this. So, guys, you know that I go out sometimes in the evening Occasionally, I go out. I went out with one of my besties, and he is a pretty famous, an executive sous chef at like the hottest restaurant in Miami, so he kind of knows everybody. So he took me out a lot. We tend to hang out all the time. He's part of my squad. He's like a Jane, Maurice, he's in the same squad. Ilka, we're all like a family together. And he took me out a lot, which is amazing, but my hangovers were ratchet, and I partied a lot. More than I should have. And you know, I always go to Miami thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna be healthy, I'm gonna do this week, I'm gonna go there because I have my schedule and I have my gyms and I have my babysitters, so I can just be healthy and continue on with my routine. And I get there, and by night 2, I'm salsa dancing at a club that I can't even pronounce the name of, with people that are young enough to be my children. And a prostitute. I'm pretty sure there was a prostitute in Miami. I went to the bar at this restaurant. I'm actually gonna say the name of the restaurant, Prime 112 in Miami on South Beach. And I'm sitting there having a drink with Chris, and Christian, he doesn't like Chris. And we are enjoying our drink, we're chatting with the bartender, blah, blah, blah. And this lovely young lady comes along and sits next to me, and she's wearing this dress that someone of 25 should be wearing, like a little, you know, scandalous for me, but 25-year-old girl, very, you know, on brand. And she sits down and we just start chatting. She was waiting for a date. The date stood her up across the street, so she decided to come across the street and have a drink while her girlfriend was coming to meet her so they can continue the evening. Really sweet girl, and we're chatting, and the bartender tells the other bartender, watch out for her. Like, watch out for what? She's gonna trick one of your customers. Like, your customers should be lucky if they get laid at your goddamn bar. Like, let's be honest. Isn't that what people go out to do, meet other people? And if they happen to meet a beautiful young lady who went home with them, they should give you a goddamn tip. I was very offended by that. I felt like women have come so far that we can dress how we want and we can sit at a bar alone. You don't need to tell your other counter bartender, watch out for her because she's dressed a little provocatively. Like, what does that mean exactly? Like, if a guy came in looking homeless, which there was one, you didn't tell your bartender friend to look out for him. I was highly insulted, and that's why I said the name of the restaurant, because it was like 15 steps back in like being a woman. I was like, how dare you say? And she, by the way, got to the bar, put down her credit card, opened a tab, did everything right. She didn't get to the bar and look for someone to buy her a drink. She sat next to me, a woman, so it's not even like she sat next to a single guy at the bar, because there were a few. She sat next to a woman at the bar, gave her credit card, opens a tab, orders a drink, and because she has a dress on that's a little bit provocative, the bartender says, I was highly offended. Go to my TikTok and check out that one, because that did not sit right with me. I will not be returning to that restaurant, and you shouldn't either. But other than that, I did go out and I partied a lot. I don't care if you guys say Miami is not South Beach. South Beach is what made Miami, and without South Beach, there is no Miami, just so you guys know. And you can disagree with me and be like, oh my God, there's so much more. There's Brickell, there's Wynwood, there's this, there's that. Miami Beach is still what made South Florida. So there's a lot of partying. My version of spring break was not like that. I was with my roommates, and even though I went to bed a little late, for me it's 12:30, I still was more on like the family-friendly version of Miami Beach. Hurts me saying it.
And maybe we should get a private house to hide from all of your fans.
You want to get a private house to hide from my fans? You think
you're a celebrity.
You think I'm going to be a celebrity? Next week on The Average Rich Housewife. I'm a bit of a bitch when it comes to my fashion. I can go either way. I am not into this, you are 42 and you should try and look 20 look, because I feel like then you end up looking 62. I feel like you are 42. You should look 42. I'm not saying go shop at St. John's and pull this like grandmother aesthetic that people are pulling. What is that called? That coastal grandma look? No. But you can look 42. You can still be sophisticated and sexy. You can pull a pencil skirt and a nice shirt. You don't need to be wearing bandage dresses. We are 42. I'm not feeling it. So my style is definitely more sophisticated. As I sit here in my little cut shirt. Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Do you want this?
Well, I want this in 5 minutes sharp.